Hey folks, welcome to Mr. Radden. Forms of therapy. You're not crazy, it just seems that way. This video, I was murdered to get it done. Didn't think I'd be able to. It's been one thing after another, believe me. For this video, I'd like to talk about something which a lot of people may not know, or maybe they're afraid to talk about it. For this video, I'm going to be talking about something that therapists never told me. In fact, it wasn't until I started talking with a friend about this who understood what I was on about that it made sense. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about here, OCD, at least my OCD, turns out it's rigged. So even though I finally understand how OCD works, how the game is played, so to speak, OCD hates losing. My OCD always hates losing. And even though I've been able to stop some annoying OCD problems, I felt like I was being paranoid, because after I was able to stop one problem I was having, my OCD would then start a new problem. I don't know if you have ever had this issue come up before, but I thought I was paranoid because I was wondering if I was deliberately allowing myself to get obsessed over something new just for the sake of being obsessed. Does that make sense? So, nice for this. So I'd let go of one habit, I would face one problem, like your advice to do when it comes to OCD, and that's something that even Jordan Peterson has talked about, and that's the video I'm referring to. I'll leave that. I'll either put a link in the description, or I'll talk about that video next time. But you are advised to confront the problem you're facing head on as much as you can, no matter how much you hate it, no matter how uncomfortable it feels in your brain, right? But with my OCD, it's like a rigged game. So I would face a problem, but then after that, it was like my OCD would say, well, you're a good kid, but as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best. Literally. I will never allow you to win. I will never allow you to be completely free of me. It's not going to happen. So it turned out to be, in some cases, a no-win situation. And if you're wondering, well, does that mean I'll never be completely free from OCD? Well, that's a good question. And that depends on the OCD problem. I know it's not a straightforward yes or no. I wish it was, believe me, I do wish it was. Sometimes you can completely break free from an OCD problem. Your brain will just let go, and that will be the end of it, the end of the story. Other times, if you're unfortunately like me, your OCD will sometimes literally make you obsess over something else. And then you have to figure out how to beat that new thing, how you're going to face it, and how you're going to, again, rewire your brain to not care about that new problem. Does that make sense? Even though OCD isn't logical and it doesn't make any sense, really. Believe me, I know, but that's something that the therapist didn't tell me. Even though they encourage you to face problems, but what they don't tell you is that your OCD could be rigged to start a new problem after you've faced and stopped another one. And that's something that mentally drained me for a while. It also depends on where you're at in your life and your mindset. What I mean is that OCD is not always black and white. I'm not going to stop encouraging you from facing whatever issue you've got, to face it head on, to keep trying to rewire your brain. But there have been times when my OCD would keep moving the goalpost. So I would stop a problem, and then it will say, well, good on you for stopping me there, but guess what? I'm now going to make this a problem for you. Even if it's something that wasn't a problem before. That's the way OCD can be. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. There are two helpful things, though, which I've learned. One is it helps to just take a step back from everything. Just take a breather, recenter yourself, and think, is this really the end of the world? Sometimes it does feel that way, but just take a step back, see the bigger picture, and think, is this really worth getting upset over? Is this a big problem or a small problem? And the second thing is, do something to distract yourself. My channel is called Forms of Therapy, so do a hobby. Do something that's a form of therapy for you. I've been playing a video game called Mass Effect. We have the legendary edition for the Xbox Series X, and I used to play that over a decade ago. So I've been switching off to that. I do also enjoy making these videos when I can. I also need to get back into practicing guitar, but you just have to think of what you enjoy doing, your hobbies, because they are forms of therapy for you. That's the point. So distract yourself as much as you can. If you're not focused so much on your OCD, that's a really big help. And one of the biggest helps is supporting other people who are also similar to you. The more you help someone else, the less you're worried about your own problems. So that's it for this video. I was hoping it would be out sooner. I may be able to do another one for tomorrow, or maybe it will come in the week. This is actually the quietest it's been for me. But anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to share, like and subscribe. In the meantime, take care, all the best, and try and stay sane.